Take a look at this. Here are brand new images from inside the eye of Hurricane Dorian. Now, the hurricane hunters got a clear view of what's called the stadium effect eye wall as the storm moved over the Bahamas. Now, right now, Dorian is slowly crawling westward as it lashes the northern Bahamas with destructive winds. Now, critical data from the storm is coming from a special C-130 plane used by NOAA.
Now, reporter Lauren Rutenkranz got a rare look inside their important work. Here's what it's like to fly with the hurricane hunters.
All right, so we are here at Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi, where we are ready to fly this WC-130J and fly into the eye of Hurricane Dorian.
This is a newer aircraft. This plane was built in '98, which is new in Air Force standards. The aircraft that we were flying back when I first started flying this mission, they were built in 1965.
We're excited, but we can't hear anything, so we got to put our earplugs in.
This will be my first time flying in Dorian.
So when a hurricane hunter asks if you've never flown in a hurricane and you say no, they hand you this motion sickness bag.
Just talking to one of the other crews that landed, you know, it was a little bumpy, but he goes, it wasn't anything too rough. What they experienced on those passes may be different than what we experienced.
When a storm threatens land, the hurricane hunters are constantly flying in and out of tropical cyclones. Our crew for this flight is made up of 7 Air Force reservists.
This is my 19th year flying this mission.
Also aboard the plane, 2 researchers with the Navy.
We are headed east right now. We are just coming on to the west side of Florida right now.
Our mission, to investigate Major Hurricane Dorian.
We're going to start out here at 105 nautical miles from the northwest entry point, and we're going to go in. We're going to fix the center of the storm. We'll fly out another 105, and then we'll do a crosswind lake. We'll come up this way, and then we'll come back down, and we're going to do this again. So we'll be in the environment for 5 hours.
And we'll be collecting data throughout the entire 12-plus hour flight.
It's been about 3 hours that we've been in flight, and now it's getting really bumpy. We're actually hitting the eye wall of Dorian, the second penetration so far. Time to buckle up.
We're going to have to probably do a little deviation.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
But then all of a sudden, a sense of calm.
So as we're following this millibar level, we actually descend down into the eye of the storm. The deeper the pressure in the storm, the closer you get to the surface.
We are in the core of one of the most powerful hurricanes to impact the northwestern Bahamas.
Right or left, right?
First pass through the eye is right around sunset. We see blue sky above us, towering cumulonimbus surrounding us on all sides.
One very important job on the hurricane hunter is the load master. His job is to launch these dropsondes that provide critical data for forecasters to predict hurricanes and what the atmosphere is doing. They actually get put in this tube and launched straight down to the ocean.
Today we dropped about 25, so we dropped a little bit more than we usually do.
Now we're at the back of the plane where they are inserting an AXVT. It's basically measuring the water temperature with depth.
Because hurricanes get their energy from the ocean. They're like engines, and their fuel is the heat in the water.
Data from these buoys tells us the water under our plane is about 85 degrees Fahrenheit, which is plenty of fuel to continue feeding this monster of a cyclone.
Understanding more about how much heat is available for the hurricane to take up and how that changes with time as the hurricane passes could hopefully lead to increases in forecast accuracy.
Bottom line, this mission saves lives. If we weren't out here, that forecast cone would be 25% larger. And we're doing exactly what we've been trained not to do and fly into, you know, the most intense weather that Mother Nature's created.
It's just so amazing how Mother Nature can be so destructive and beautiful in the same breath.
Absolutely.
Just amazing to have that opportunity, I'm sure, but it's important work that's being done.
Right, and you see a lot of these tracks, especially they're following, you know, kind of how these planes are navigating through these storms, and it almost looks like they gave a child a red crayon and said, here, just draw all over this map the routes that they're taking. I mean, they're critical, like you said, for information that we typically can't get here on the ground.
That's right. These hurricane hunters, I'm geeking out over here watching these because it's so cool, but they're able to fly almost directly into these storms, and what we can't get from satellite and radar because it's more just a picture, we're able to get inside of these storms with different things. They called it a drop sun, but it's really just an apparatus that can measure different things in the air, different things in those clouds. It's really amazing the information we're able to get just from these small apparatuses, but it's a dangerous job too, flying into the middle of these. In the inside, it's calm. You know, you always hear that in the eye of a hurricane.
In the eye of the storm,
It's calm there, but flying in around it, it is just
It's chaos.
Crazy.
The more accurate the readings and data, the better the forecasts.
That can help us with the forecast, knowing the temperature, knowing the water temperature, because like they said, that's how we get the fuel for these hurricanes, is from the water. And the warmer the water is, the more destructive these hurricanes can be. So it is pretty cool to be able to see these things, and it provides very, very necessary data.
Well, and as we've seen Hurricane Dorian stalling a little bit overnight, moving as slow as 1 mile an hour. What's going on there?
Well, what makes it hard with moving 1 mile an hour is it gives it time to strengthen, and it gives Florida a little more time to move
Hopefully
out
get out
and
of the path.
evacuate, but it does give that storm more time to strengthen. So
right.
we're going to keep a close eye on that and keep you monitored.